Round 6. And really, David Pearce, strictly an uphill battle. I doubt if he's won a round. He might have made the first one even, but I doubt if he's won since then. He's just to offer his face a little bit to try and get his hooks in, and the straight punching of Lucien Rodriguez has paid off. All that experience of 10 years as a pro. And at 32, you begin to know your way around the ring a bit, although sometimes the legs will betray you. But Pearce hasn't found that yet. The challenger never lacking heart. That's the one good thing about him. Being outweighed, of course, 15-1 against 14-7. And the Dutch referee nagged at Pearce a bit. There's been a lot of apologies going on for a few low punches. And at least Pearce has overcome the nosebleed that happened very early in the fight. I've just hindered us a little bit, but I don't suppose he's worried too much about it. He is a hard nut. But that's the pattern, you see. He's got to go in with his style and try and throw the hooks. He's not much of a straight puncher. And, of course, Rodriguez has got all the advantages of height and reach. Prodding left hand there, becoming almost like a Chinese water torture on Pearce's face. It looks as though Pearce has got to try and nail this guy and apologise afterwards, but it was Rodriguez who dropped a good punch there. Just past the halfway mark in the 6th round then on the scheduled 12-rounder. And really David Pearce having a tough job to try and emulate his townmate of 24 years ago, Dick Richardson, the last British heavyweight to win the EBU championship abroad. Pearce's father there, Wally in the corner, just probably getting a bit desperate now as we're getting ready for the 7th. In replay then, the crisscross arms defence of Pearce, and that's the only way he really can stop that left-hand jab getting through, but he doesn't always manage it. See, there it is again. So it's a sensible way to try and stop this man's jab. Well, coming out early for work, that's always a good sign. In the 7th, and so far it's been probably the most polite championship I've ever seen. Lots of apologies from Pearce, who's got a roughhouse reputation, but he's doing everything he hopes according to the book here. A few stray punches have gone in, he's been rebuked for them, and kept the crowd on his side at least by being a good fellow. Really frantic appeals now from Pearce's corner. Come on, throw punches. Well, the trouble is he's been missing with a few, and that could be tiring in itself. And of course, he gets down to Rodriguez's pace. He's setting the pace, the champion. And he sticks that left-hand jab out. Doesn't look much of a punch, probably from the back of the hall, but it's short and sharp and effective. Oh, a good right-hand punch from Rodriguez as well. And the champion's cut there. There was a warning about heads clashing, and Rodriguez is cut around the left eye. Pearce now really got to watch it, because I hate to see him get caught in there and the referee consider that he butted Rodriguez and disqualify him. Every infringement that's going, he's warning Pearce for. Well, I suppose Rodriguez has lived with cuts before. It won't bother him too much, but we can't really tell how serious it could be yet. It's making Rodriguez open up a bit anyway. And this is a bit of a better round for Pearce, because that's what he's got to do. Walk in with that crisscross arm defence that he tried. And there he was, I was saying, such a polite fight. He cut the champion there, and they still managed to have a little handshake at the end. Eighth round, and it looks as though the champion's corner have patched up, at least for the time being, the cut over the left eye. And Pearce by now has had to learn to live with a constant nosebleed. He's never been short on stamina. He's a tremendously hard training champion, Pearce. Prodding left-hand jab of Rodriguez. I suppose you could say Pearce's style is absolutely tailor-made for him. Now the cut reopened now Rodriguez left eye. Well, the challenger really got to take chances now, because he's way behind on points. Judges come from Austria and Italy. And the referee does score. Pearce of Holland. So while Pearce is making up his mind which punch he's wants to throw anyway, and misses a lot with the left hook, and in fact the right hand as well there. He does soak up a lot of left hand jabs. There it is, he hardly misses, he just presents that target. But that's his style. And an uppercut there, bringing a few cheers from the crowd. And a good right hand from Pearce. And there was a delay there as Rodriguez went down in the 8th round. It was a good shot. He dropped his arms, the champion, and he paid the penalty. Pearce was soaking up the left-hand jabs. It seemed a very long count there. And really, it travelled from chin to legs in no time, and it's a great chance for Pearce to come from a mile behind. Is he going to count him on that one? He sort of pulled him down. There was a few punches thrown. The second count in the 8th. It's the slowest count you've seen. And it just gets the round over. It really did Rodriguez a favour there. Well, what a good round for Pearce that was. So they can see this replay. So he just soaked up a few left hands there. And the uppercuts, the crowd liked that, and obviously Pearce didn't. And there you see. Then he leaps in, catches him with a left hook, shoves him off the ropes, and now he drops this right hand. There it is, right over the top. And there was a delay before Rodriguez realised what had happened. And he just couldn't control his legs. So David Pearce must be feeling a bit pleased with himself there, because it looked at one stage as though he was never going to catch Rodriguez. So let's have a look at replay there now as he bundled in now for the second knockdown. It was a bit of a rough kind of knockdown there. Rodriguez trying to get over the shots. So the 9th round. looks to me as though Rodriguez, in boxing parlance, has got to get on his bike a bit and stay mobile to try and get out of this fellow's swinging punches. But Pearce, when he's got a man on the hook, he's not bad at all. He's got to be accurate. Rodriguez bringing out the tricks of champions, always trying to take the play away from the younger challenger, to say, I'm not really hurt, but I don't think he's fooling Pearce too much. If he nails him again with another swinging right, he'll go. But Neville Mead knocked this fellow out a long time ago, and Pearce, who also lost to Mead, then went on to take the British Championship from him. Inside of the glove. Well, he could have fooled me because he couldn't have hit him with the inside of the glove when he went down, Rodriguez. There's that prodding left hand again. It piles up the points. And it needs more than one good punch to turn that around. Put it all through Pearce, but he's standing still now as he's taking these punches. But no point in him letting hope that Rodriguez wears himself out a bit. But that's a bit too dangerous. There's some good slogging stuff in the ninth. So the crowd obviously approving of Rodriguez's fight back. But if Pearce can draw the Frenchman into swapping punches with him, he's got a bit of a chance. But he's shipping too much in this round. Pearce really, he won't give up. He's got the biggest heart in the game. But he is presenting an open target too much, and he was well outpointed in that round. They both hardly heard the bell there. And again, we had the applause. I mean, it takes a game fella to say, let's shake hands at the end of the round after taking some stick like that. Have a look now at some more replay then. See, they're wild punches coming in from Pearce. Occasionally that one that got through, he's hoping another one can happen. But Rodriguez was particularly accurate in this round. And there he is, sensibly trying to protect himself. But of course he's got to pull that defense away when he wants to throw punches. And meanwhile he's soaking them up. And a big winning round, obviously, for Rodriguez. So they patched up Rodriguez's left eye pretty well in that corner there. Haven't had much trouble with it. So we come out for the 10th. David Pearce probably having only one good winning round anyway, and the only chance now he's got is to nail this fellow, because he can't do it on points. Not that that would have surprised him. He obviously figured he was never going to outbox Rodriguez. Well, you could almost see that one coming, and certainly Rodriguez did. Amazing with Pearce, he soaks up plenty of punches, and yet he's never been cut or had a black eye, he was telling me. It's incredible. There you are, really, the left eye now reopened. The champion just a bit concerned about that, but his punches are so accurate. There's no bother about the mathematics here at all. He's winning by a distance. And he could conceivably stop Pearce if he keeps this pressure going. And he'll have to do it in style because this fella's nothing wrong with his ticker. The 11th round. And there was a little flagging there of Pearce in the 10th. Depends really how much effort Rodriguez is prepared to put into the fight now, or whether he wants to coast home to the finish without taking too many chances. Been so accurate now, Rodriguez. And the way it's going, Pearce will do well really to stay the full course because he soaked it up towards the end. And my heart goes out to him because this fella's got all the spirit in the world. But the bomber has really been outsmarted by the sharpshooter from France. And nosebleed, even a more handicap now for Pearce. But what a fit guy he is. And he's not a bad fellow to have in the trenches with you if you're in trouble either. He's the sort of fighter who enjoys it, and probably tell you has even enjoyed this fight. But he's been on the receiving end a bit. And the good work that he had in the 8th has really gone a bit now. And I think Pearce was quite pleased to hear that bell, and he gave it a big friendly smile as well. The referee reminding both gentlemen that it's the final round. So 12th, final round, and let's hope that Pearce can just give it a final fling and certainly have the professional's pride at least of staying the full course in his first European Championship against a champion whose style was not at all suited to Pearce's style of fighting. Well, full marks to Pearce now. He's giving it all he can in the last round, and he's had every conceivable warning that's going. He's waved, bowed, touched gloves. He fought a very commendable battle, really, for him, considering he does lack the skills that we've had of heavyweight champions in the past. And the crowd rising to their champion, as you would expect, but Pearce hanging in there for all he can and giving it all he can as well. You can't ask for more than that. And I tell you, it's been like a sponge in there, the way he soaked up that punishment without going over, or even looked like going over. He just fought back under fire whenever he was in trouble. Oh, just look at this now. What an easy finish for Rodriguez. He's trying to bring out the boxing lesson to go with it. Coming up soon then to the last 10 seconds. And it's Rodriguez all the way there. And really, the result is a formality. And Rodriguez being very sporting about this. And Pearce finally gave him a big kiss on the cheek, and I don't think the referee will even warn him for that. So you can see now the sweat and blood, and I suspect a few tears coming there from Pearce, who wanted to win so badly as we were watching this replay in the last seconds of the fight. Still managing to chase Rodriguez. So the last word there, Rodriguez going over yet once more to say, well done, chap, and maybe we'll even fight again. And I don't think Pearce has made any complaints to anybody. He's been a sport all night, and he's insisting that he gets the applause of a champion. Well done, Pearce. Listen, it was a game performance. He's a good boxer, Rodriguez.
Well, Reg, I mean, you know your score yourself. I mean, you've been in boxing all your life. You couldn't fault Rodriguez because he was a marvellous boxer. You know, no doubt about it. He found my style. And my opinion, I wasn't my best, but you can't fault Lucien Rodriguez. He's a marvellous boxer. I've had a marvellous reception, but I know I can do better. Maybe this next time I'll do better.
Good, you may have learned quite a bit from that.
Oh, I learned. That's the most I've ever learned. I mean, no problem whatsoever. I've had a lot of trouble, Reg. I won't go into it.